Gimbals are no new technology. There seems to be a new version out every other day, yet Removu could have just shaken up the market with their take on what an action camera gimbal should be, resulting in what could be the most versatile, fully functional gimbal yet, the Removu S1. Removu have built a firm name for themselves with their seriously innovative product line, especially with their remote viewing solutions. Now they take their engineering knowledge a step further and have produced what could be the smartest and most versatile all-round gimbal to date, the Removu S1. Within the package, users receive a high-quality carry case, which contains the S1 gimbal assembly, along with the handheld control module, two 800mAh batteries, with a battery charging dock and accompanying USB charging cable, and several GoPro mounting options. Finally, a gimbal cap, balance weight, and a wrist strap finish off the package. With an aluminum body for incredible strength yet relatively light weight at 300 grams, the main gimbal assembly carries the typical 3-motor arrangement compensating for movements across the tilt, roll and pan axis. With buttery smooth movement, each brushless DC motor feels sturdy and robust, rotating up to 292 degrees, with no exposed wires or electronics, creating a very neat overall design. The pan motor connects to the main body of the gimbal. Continuing that aluminum outer shell with some Removu branding, we find a standard GoPro mounting point at the bottom, along with a tether attachment point, perfect for attaching to various other objects in the GoPro mounting ecosystem. On the side we find the power, mode and pairing buttons, alongside a single OLED display at the top, which is a huge plus in the S1's favour. Finally, a door can be released on the bottom to reveal a cavity for one of the two included 800mAh batteries to be installed, each providing around 3 to 5 hours of usage on a full charge. A single micro USB port used for firmware updates located within the bottom finishes off the design. The main handle of the S1 is just as robust as the gimbal assembly, carrying an overall rubberized textured finish for added gripability in all shooting conditions. This can be attached to the gimbal body with a single push-twist motion, locking the hand grip into place, and once locked the entire structure feels like one solid unit. There's no play or movement between the two, now creating a more typical handheld gimbal form. A cap at the bottom twists away from the main body of the handle, revealing a small holder which can carry up to 2 spare micro SD cards, a relatively small yet seriously handy feature. Further up we have the main gimbal controls, a single power button along with a directional thumbstick which is also clickable, and a second OLED display replicating that on the main gimbal unit, showing the current active mode and battery power status with a single glance. The unit as a whole is comfortable to hold and operate, carries a lightweight yet incredibly robust design, and considering this is Removu's first attempt at a GoPro handheld gimbal system, it's seriously impressive. Removu have implemented a twist locking mechanism into the tilt motor of the gimbal, which marries up with the side of various GoPro mounts included in the package. With a GoPro inserted into the supplied frame housing used for best audio capture, we simply push and twist to lock the camera into place. Simple. No more fumbling about with small brackets and thumb screws. Alternatively, for added protection we have a waterproof housing. Yes, if you hadn't guessed it already, the entire gimbal is water resistant. That includes the motors as well as the entire gimbal body itself. It's not something you can dunk underwater or take on a dive, but in the odd shower of rain the gimbal will continue to perform as normal. It's one of the first weather-resistant gimbals on the market. Even the bottom memory card storage cavity is water-sealed thanks to a rubber O-ring. Nevertheless, with the GoPro in the waterproof housing, again this twists and clicks into place. The gimbal will readjust for the weight of the housing and recalibrate with no user interaction required. Talking of weight, those with a Hero 3 or 4 Black wanting to use an LCD backpack are free to do so. An extended back door is even included in the package, although a weighted end cap needs to be attached to the tilt motor in order to rebalance the roll axis, which thankfully attaches just as easily. An adapter included in the package also provides the ability to attach a GoPro session camera, creating an even smaller overall unit. Thankfully, those with the Hero 5 will be pleased to know Removu have you covered there too with a Hero 5 frame. Considering the Hero 5 is waterproof in its original form, no separate waterproof housing is required, creating a neat overall solution. A small lever allows operation of the power and mode button, a clever little design. With a camera now securely in place, we can power the gimbal, and within seconds it auto-calibrates and is instantly ready for use, compensating for movements across all three axes and keeping the camera steady and level for those smooth, cinematic shots. As a handheld unit, it all works perfectly well. The OLED display on the gimbal itself displays the current battery power remaining, as well as the current shooting mode, nice and clear. Using the mode button on the side of the gimbal, we can cycle between the three different modes: pan, which follows your side-to-side movements while locking the horizon level; follow, which follows all movements nice and smooth irrespective of direction; and lock, which locks the camera in the direction you set. Each mode works perfectly well, altering the behaviour of the gimbal for different shooting styles. With the hand grip also powered, we have a second display replicating the same information. The thumbstick can be used to toggle between the shooting modes, making it much more convenient when used as a handheld device, as well as move the gimbal across different axes as and when the need arises with the directional thumbstick, allowing smooth panning shots to be captured. It all works wonderfully well. If you hadn't noticed already, there's good reason for separate power and control buttons on both the gimbal and the hand grip. The hand grip can be unlocked and removed with a quick twist, and now used remotely. There's no connection between the two sections since they both communicate through the inbuilt Bluetooth technology. The handle is still splash proof, and a cap attaches to the bottom of the gimbal assembly, keeping the micro USB port sealed from any water splashes, while securing the battery cover so it can't be opened accidentally. This provides the ability to mount the GoPro to any other item compatible with the GoPro mounting ecosystem, while the hand grip can be used as a remote control if need be, and operates up to 10 meters away from the gimbal. This isn't anything we haven't seen done before with other gimbals in the past, but this is hands down the best implementation of the split design I've seen to date. If the 70-gram hand grip is a little too bulky to handle and you need something a little more compact, the remote simply pops out of the hand grip with a gentle push. Weighing only 24 grams, it provides a nice, small, seriously versatile unit that continues to work just the same. When it's time to store the unit away, it pushes securely back into the hand grip and sits firm. No wiggle room and no fear of it falling out of place. Fully charged, it will continue to run for up to 10 hours. That's seriously impressive considering its small size. Charging takes around 2.5 hours for each battery or the remote, and thanks to the included charging hub, which seats both batteries and the remote itself simultaneously, charging is a simple procedure. Nevertheless, when it comes to gimbal performance, I'm seriously impressed. Captured video is smooth and steady with no noise from the motors, meaning clear audio capture alongside video, well as clear as the GoPro can capture anyway. All modes are easy to use and it takes very little time to get used to each, with that easy to use OLED display highlighting currently active mode, and with a single click of the thumbstick panning and locking different axes as and when the need arises. The versatility really makes the unit come into its own, whether used in its hand grip form factor or in its split design along with a small, lightweight remote unit. Performance is the same throughout, no problems whatsoever. The ability to mount pretty much any GoPro from the Hero 3 onwards adds to that versatility even more. All in all, performance doesn't disappoint. The motors compensate for movements across all three axes perfectly well, and when you're done, place the remote into the hand grip, and everything packs neatly away into the carry case. We've reviewed several action camera gimbal units, but the Removu S1 takes things a step further and beyond. It easily outclasses the competition in almost every way. Yes, we have the GoPro Karma grip, but that's limited with what it can do. If it's versatility that you're after, the ability to use any GoPro camera, with support for other action cameras coming soon, wrapped up in a seriously robust and splash-proof design, the S1 wins hands down. It's honestly hard to find any faults with this unit at all. It took Removu a long while to get there, but it's been well worth the wait. If you've been sitting on the fence when it comes to a gimbal for your action camera, wait no more. This is certainly the one to go for.